It's week 3 of the NFL. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Seahawks, and it's coming right up.
Season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Ritter. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 37. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Andrews with the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing here, Ritter. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff, now Mahomes. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. That's caught in stride by Rice. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Connects on the crosser. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This finds Franklin. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, Mahomes to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard. On now is Cook to kick this away.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He finds space for a few yards that time. Felix and Udike Uzama making the tackle that time. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Ritter looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. J.K. Scott on to punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Back to throw Mahomes. Looking slant route, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. Third and short, here's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st. They motion the tight end over. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Another throw for Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
You'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he's brought down for a loss. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Offense to the line for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Plowing up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Ritter setting up to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. Called in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Motioning the tight end now. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Corliss Wakeman out there again to punt this away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Here's Ritter. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They go play action here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Headed out right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action, Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Chiefs who have 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They bring their tight end left. Again, Mahomes to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This finds Franklin. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Back to the air, Mahomes. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Throwing here, Ritter. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. 1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's on the move. He can run it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Returning it from the 16. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Right back to Pacheco. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. To the air, Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pressure coming from Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Chiefs.
It's Pacheco again. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Space to the left. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here. 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle. On now is Cook to kick this away.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now it's Mahomes. just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. A second down run by Pacheco. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And the Seahawks added an extra DB here. Third down coming. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Third down, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Seahawks football. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's a give up the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that leaves him with third and short. Now Ritter. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Completed to Flowers. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Tuesday Flowers. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Buys time, rolling right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
He gets it headed right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So no kickoff just yet. Receiving team wants to adjust how it's lined up, and they call timeout.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down. Here's Mahomes now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop?
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. They've got first down from the 31. Ritter setting up to throw. Finding Flowers. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 39. Caught by Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ritter. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running back sent in motion. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're left facing third and long. Ritter looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he works this to the 38 before going down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. One of the tight ends motioning right. Here's second and 7. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Motioning the tight end left. Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to the air, Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Another throw for Mahomes. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it a 24-point ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Here's Ritter. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 4th and long. Throwing here, Ritter. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Now Ritter. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Completed to Flowers. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd and 3. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Throwing it again here. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Ritter setting up to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They run with Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Seattle.